Well, it's usually a Monday, but today it's a lazy Sunday. It's a crappy, wet, nasty Sunday. So I said, hey, screw it. Let's go play in the garage and work on the P11 delivery. So got the carburetor rebuilt last night. That took a while. Also, swag down in the link below. Check it out. Like, share, subscribe, all that, wherever it's at. But yeah, I'm gonna put the carb on today, tune it up, hopefully get it running really nice. And I'm not gonna drive it today, that's for sure, but need to drive it soon, check it out, and swap the wheels on it. So gotta start on that. So one of my pet peeves here I wanted to show you is when somebody puts an intake, which they can't really help it because I plan everything out. They didn't really, on this stuff. This is a spread bore intake, technically. It is aftermarket, mid-rise aluminum, but it is a spread bore. My carburetor is a square bore. That's what came on that spread bore intake. So, I'm questioning its sealing abilities right now. But I got a new gasket and everything for it. It really wasn't too tight on there. I'm going to clean where the gasket's still at on it. Put it back on. I've got new platinum plugs and everything. You might have seen that in the last video, the 38 at the end. But yeah, new plug wires, new cap, new button, new plugs. Rebuilt the carburetor, which it was bad. The vacuum port on it for vacuum advance didn't even work. It was clogged solid. Nice, so that's a good thing, right? No vacuum at all. But I gotta tune it up, all this stuff, put it back together. New filters, got both of those. And then at that point, we will see if this baby's a runner. Hopefully she is. She should be. But, yeah, let's get busy here. That's why I'm happy some people put a pre-filter before the pump. Focus on this. There we go. Look at that. Yummy. So, glad they put a pre-filter. That's from tank before pump. So, let's hope that tank's cleaner than that. Which I already looked in there. It's pretty much clean. So, this is just horrible. So, got the carb on. Got the filter on. Got the other filter on. That's the pre-pump filter. I'm happy they put a pre-pump filter on because, yeah, yikes. This thing is bad. But I think this is either there's still metal lines back through there, or this was before they put the new aluminum tank in. So, thank God for whoever did this pre-pump. Save that pump, that was for sure. But now, should be clean and pristine. I'll keep an eye on this lower filter down here. It'll catch most of the big garbage. That one should catch a lot of the littler garbage. Thinking about even getting like a 20 micron, because these things are not that good. And putting it up there to catch everything before the carb. The carb was pretty nasty when I rebuilt it. So, let's start pulling plugs now. Okay, I pulled the cap. It's over here. Just left the wires on it. If you know where you start at, you just know, 187, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but anyway, that's shot completely. Fuck. It's all fuck. But, yeah, pulled all 4 passenger spark plugs to check them out. Fouled. They're fine. Yeah. They're toast. So sometimes I have very good judgment, and my judgment said, I don't know how old this coil is. I don't know the status of this coil. Well, I do know it ran on this coil. But this coil is toasty. I mean, toasty. I had to pry it out of there. The button's still clean on it, but full rust, full of water. Well, not water, but rusty, garbage. So I went and got a new coil. $17, no big deal. New screws, new ground. I said, you know what? It's perfect. So I am going to keep this though, just in case. So, but yeah, super happy I made that decision. I'm going to transfer everything to the new distributor cap now. Well, I'm not going to transfer anything actually to the new distributor cap. I'm just using it to find what I need. I know this is number 2 or number 1 for some reason. It's just the way they had it done. So I'm going to go back. It ran pretty good, even though it's like it was running. It had no gas in it, but anywho, spark plugs again, fouled both sides, toast. So everything's going to be new on the system. Nothing left to do but wire it now. So I'm getting ready to pop on here and do. Pretty easy. 187, blah, 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 blah. But, easy peasy, and then it'll be time to fire it up. Hopefully it fires up and runs nice and smooth after I set the air and fuel to the factory settings. They were almost all the way out on this when I got it on that carburetor. That's probably because it was so freaking dirty. But let's wire her up. Alright, she's all wired up. We're ready to fire it up, but gotta fill all the float bowls and the whole line. It comes from way around and then back down. So, yep, it's gonna take a minute or 2 of cranking, but I don't think it's gonna be long, and it's gonna fire up. Hopefully the carb don't leak. But yeah, it's ready to go. And some monster wires. I wish they had 90-degree boots because they're really close to that steering shaft. So might end up having to get 90-degree boots later on. That couldn't have been any easier. Set it to factory and got gas, gave it 3 pumps, and it fired right up. In fact, she purrs like a kitten. Very loud, mean kitten. It's cold, that's what you're seeing right there. Fired right up like nothing. Even the choke's off. Like literally, choke's off. No leaks on the carburetor. Gas is clear. Pumping. Well, it's a Jewel. Well, it's cold and that's a lot of exhaust fumes in the air. It don't smell like anything but exhaust, so that's a good thing. But this thing, I mean, I got it tuned to the factory settings, which is a 1.5 turns out. Literally, that easy. I mean, it is nice. Choice. It is choice. Purrs like a kitten. It ain't missing. Yeah, boy. Car chokes all the way open right now. It's ridiculous. So there's probably not going to be a lot of good content this week, just because I have stuff I got to do besides the Studebaker. I'm out here right now. It's Monday. We're not working today, and I'm not working on this because I got to round up all the C15 parts and take to the guy I traded. So I'm working on that. Also, my plasma came back finally, now that I don't need it, but thankfully it's back. So I'm gonna unbox it, get it out, get it back on the shelf so I can use this box to get all the C15 parts I got in there, and over 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 there, over here, in this area, to the guy. But that's what I'm working on. I got the heat going. I just got to get all this stuff taken care of, title to them, so I can get the title on the 41, so I can take the 41, have it inspected, and have the title transferred. But I got a lot to do. Anywho, as I was saying, I'm going to be working Monday or Tuesday and Wednesday at least for the guy who owns the truck. So I might not get anything special besides changing the gearbox on a Studebaker that's been clipped. So, you know, the blue one. So that's pretty much what I'm working on, is getting stuff done before I go help him. And then when he's done, we'll get back to work on this one. Anywho, we'll see what we get throughout the week. You'll see it coming anyway. So today is what I thought was going to be an impossible task. Sorry about the sound. Gearbox on this blue Studebaker. It's clipped, of course, so it's a Camaro gearbox. But anyway, it wasn't too bad. About 30 minutes I got it out of there. So, yeah. Let's go swap it for another one. And I think this one happens to be older than 79. That's not good. The one I ordered for was an S10, which is an upgrade to this one, but it has metric line, or metric lines. Yeah, these are standard. These are metric. So, fun. Maybe we'll get something that is an adapter, and I can adapt them to the metric lines. So, let's go find out. So on this thing, what we've had to do is, this is a modern, this is a 91 S10 gearbox. It's metric. Okay, so you've got a, let me think of what size it is. It's an M18, and I want by 1/2 is your power, or not your power, but your pressure, and your return is like a 3/8. However, the pump on here is a standard pre-79, so it's got a 5/8 in the back. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the pressure line off an S10 and put on here, cut the other end off, and flare a new 5/8 standard on it. That's our only option. But it's on. It didn't take long at all. We've been fighting the hose practically 3 hours now, trying to figure out what to do, and it dawned on us. But everything else is hooked up. Got the return on, which isn't nothing. We're ready to go. This thing has been an unholy beast of burden. Our gearbox, since it's from a S10, has metric fittings, and the power steering pump has standard. So basically what I did is I cut one end off and reflared it. Hopefully it sealed. I believe it did. I put the beans to it. So we're going to fill it up with power steering fluid and see what happens, Captain. It's going to work. It's going to work. Period. So that flare actually worked on there. That isn't from the pump or the gearbox. It's actually from overfilling it, you know. It happens. Long pour, the motor's like here in this thing, so. Anywho, that's pretty much finished. I changed out the lug nuts for some nice ones. It had the standard, you know, ugly ones. These ones are the standard nice ones, I guess you would say. The steering does work better, but it's still a little iffy. And what I think it is check this out. I'll show you. Look at the angle of the dangle here. Look how like drastically steep that is. I'm holding my phone level. Yeah, it's a steep angle. And then under here, it's pretty much straight. So, it might be a binding issue, might not. I don't know. It is 100 times better than it was, but still not very good. So, I'm going to raise it all the way up now and try and see if I can find anything that's sort of hidden. Hopefully it's not, because a new steering setup would be the death of this, for sure. It would be the nightmare. But let's get her up in the air the rest of the way. Oh, by the way, check this out. It's a 4-post lift. It's 110. No joke. It's 110. It's right on the extension cord. A 110, 7,000 pound 4-post lift. It's amazing. I want one. This ain't mine. If you were ever curious, this is my sleepy little mountain town. And it's gone. Yep, it's that small. Just a little bitty place. Nothing special here but me and a couple other builders. Got some good clouds today. In this little valley, you can see, I mean, it's literally mountains all around. And it's a little crater, you know, it's a Hiroshima. But that's the sleepy little mountain town. So here's what's up right now. As you can tell, yeah, it's not looking good for the rest of today. I've already pulled the radiator hose off of the intake and the heater core hose off, and the boss man called and said, hey, let's just go ahead, change that radiator. So now I'm going to pull all this garbage mechanical nightmare off, but before that I got to pull it back in the garage with that stuff still unhooked, because there's, again, yeah, something fun coming. Things have spiraled way out of control. Radiator's out. We're just going to LS swap it. Let's just get it over with. No, I'm just messing with you. We just had to get the radiator out for the new aluminum. I don't know if we're keeping the trans cooler or not. If we are, we'll have to go get fittings. But, yeah. Had to pry this one out with the pry bar. It was that tight in there. Let's see what he wants to do. Alright, so I'm off today. Today's Friday. I was actually off yesterday too, but I didn't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything today. So I'm just driving and getting materials for the 41 to try to get the interior finished, done, started, something. But anyway, I'm going to run the Lowe's. It's a 30-mile round trip. And get some thin panel board or something. I'm going to try to get 1/8 or thinner. I mean, there's nothing else I can do around here. To have a 4x8 sheet of anything, no matter what, shipped here is ridiculous. So that's my only option. It's either going to be like a dry erase board or hardboard, or if I'm lucky, I'll find something real thin and plastic down there that, you know, lightweight. But these sheets are 20 pounds. I'm in a Blazer, so I ain't really got the room to put anything. So I'm going to make it kind of fit if I can. But that's at the point we're at now. Also, what else was there that I needed to discuss? Oh, I need to be working on the Studebaker. But unfortunately, as I said, I'm tired. I worked, it's been 9 days straight, because I would work out there on the other Studebaker and then come back and work on my stuff. And I'm like, oh, I need a break. Then I get bored, so I go work on something. It's just, my back's messed up. Big guy stuff, you know. Back hurts. But yeah, Lowe's run. Need 3 sheets, maybe 4 of some kind of paneling. Some contact cement or spray adhesive that can hold this black vinyl that I already have easily to the walls. And I'm going to try to find some either screws or some kind of pop pins to hold the panels on there that don't look like I just screwed up a bunch of wood in there and it looks like crap. So that's where we're at today. But yeah, I'm going to take today off again, so I got 2 days off. Tomorrow I'll work on that Studebaker, and then I probably won't work Sunday either, so 3 days off. But let's take a drive. Well, $140 later, I got the only contact cement I ever see anybody use on interior stuff. Screws and eyelids to make it look somewhat halfway decent. I couldn't find none of the push pins. I don't think it's going to hold it anyway. This is 1/8 inch. They call it hardboard. It's pretty flexible, but I don't know. It's not that hard of a bend, but it is. And I also got some spray paint for the interior pieces over here. You know, the white dash and everything. Oh, that's got to get painted. I don't like the white. I got a standard black, but I'm sort of thinking I would like to get metallic black. I don't know. Let's see here. What was I going to look at? Oh, I was going to show you how the curvature of this thing is. It's not crazy. Well, I guess it is. It's pretty tight. It goes up and hard bends. Yeah, that'll probably never work. Is that a light up there? I never noticed that till now. If that light has power, when I put my LEDs in here, that'll be nice. Let's go check it out. By the way, the window seals suck. Yeah, so I'm probably going to pull these completely out. Get a bigger glass cut to go to the edge and urethane them. Like window urethane. So that's about my only option there. But let's walk around and see. Hey, that is a light bulb. Sorry, you can't see anything. There's a light bulb in here. If that socket works or not, I doubt it. But yes, now I gotta find the keys to my Caprice. I don't know why them doors are shut. I ordered the new felts for here. That's what causes this. That'll stop that because this window's already cracked. Gotta get a new one. But yes, okay. I don't need anything else in here. This is gonna be a wait in a while until I get to it. But I got the black fabric over there. Hopefully it's enough. It's probably not, but hopefully. Yeah. So 3 sheets is gonna be one for each wall and one for the roof. That would be perfect around. I've measured it. And the other one is going to be for this headliner and the back door panels. Yes, so that's what's up there. Let's get out of here. Get back to the house. Well, since I'm probably going to put all new audio in that, I might as well take the audio that I was going to keep for it that's in here in the 41. So, yeah. We got 210s, 2000 watts. I'm actually going to use this head unit and say, screw it, but all this stuff is brand new. What else do I got in here? I'm not going to use the 6x9s, but everything else I'm going to use. I'm actually even going to use the box. But right now, the only thing I want is this, the head unit. So, though I'll never use DVD, CD, I'm definitely going to use the Bluetooth. Right there. It's going in the 41. Anyway, that's what's hiding in this trunk. So I'm chilling in the 41 right now, and I'm looking at these back walls. These are going to be tough, man. Like, really tough. I'm kind of considering doing, like, from here, there's a strip there you can't see, but here, and it rolls around as one panel, and then do the top as its own panel, but the top's only 4 foot, so I mean, it's not even going to come all the way to the edges, so I need it to be full paneled. Yeah, this is real tough because there's only this 1-2 strips there, and then nothing back here. So I mean, this is going to be very, very tough to figure out how to get this hardwood, hardboard, whatever you want to call it, in here, and to mold to the corners, which there's a corner here and a corner here. So that's tough. It's the side ones that are the problem. The top, easy peasy. But I do have some sound deadener I'm going to put up in there. I need to fix that light right there, an interior light. Try to figure out what I can do to hook it up, probably on a toggle. When I take the fans and run them to the motor on a sensor, I'll put the toggle to use for the interior lights. But for right now, it's a pain. It's a nightmare. You know, this is just bubble foam somebody tucked in behind all the supports. So it's not a sound deadener, but the hardwood, hardboard itself will be a sound deadener. The floor actually has wood on it, but it's kind of not a sound deadener either. It's just got more of this bubble stuff, which is more insulation than it is deadener. So yeah, I'm going to make some panels for here as well to fit right into this channel, or that indentation. I'm going to scrape all this stuff off. This is the seal, because when you drive this thing, it is bad with exhaust fumes. But that could also be this piece of board right here too, that goes to the gas tank. It's just sitting there. I'll show you. Hold on. I'm just trying to get it for one. I want to be able to breathe in here. This thing is terrible with exhaust fumes. So, flip that up. Flip this up. And you can see, yeah, there's the original steel floor with more sound deadener insulation on it. So I gotta figure out where this exhaust smell is coming from, because it's choking me to death when I drive it. This is for the gas cap. It's where you actually put gas in. So yeah, I like the red carpet myself. I'm thinking about getting some more of it and going over the wheel arches, but the rest of the walls are gonna be black. But for now, I've heard glass cleaner, when you spray it on here, it will help you mold this board pretty good. But as far as getting a double bow like that, it ain't gonna happen. There ain't no way. This is also a 6'2" to the pillar up front, right here. So 6'2" back. Gotta cut a foot-ish off of there. Yeah, so it's going to be a fun one. Thinking about putting a sheet in there right now and just sort of pushing it on. But the problem is I can't do that because I still have to arch. So I got to get some big pieces of cardboard, cut out the arches real nice to where I can put them on here as templates and then make them. But that's for another day. This right now is fine. I'm probably going to put some nut certs for the... Oh, that's nice. It's missing too. I have to put some screws in there. Some nut certs in for the license plate they put on here. But other than that, I like this thing. Again, needs sealed around the door. It's choking me to death. The windows need new seals. They're pretty much toast. Well, actually, they are toast. I'm just gonna do as I said before and put them in with urethane. Yeah, we're waiting on parts now. I got my window tint coming. I have to pull that door panel over here on the passenger side apart. I have to figure out why this door doesn't want to stay latched. It's latched right now, but I had to slam the fire out of it to get it to latch. So, I'm going to say it's this. This needs adjusted. It's the striker. Got to pull the door panel. Window's off track. I need to check and see the status of the window, which I don't know. It's in there. I know that much. Ow, fingers caught. This has got to come off. The trimmer on the windows has got to come off. The dashboard's got to get taped, primed, painted, black, of course. And fix this window after I tint it. Pull that window. It's cracked. Have it recut. Tint it. Yeah. Lots of work to do on this still, but that's all I'm doing for now. As you can see. Yeah, see. Windex. But that door needs adjusted because I want it to shut halfway decent. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to be ready to tag, insure, and burn up the roads with... Oh, I got to swap these tires out too. I got 20s to put on here. We'll save that for another day. So, it's been another long week. Been been killing it pretty good out there at Potter's. I still have to do some work on the 47 here. Just finding the time of the day. Also while I'm playing with my crap. So this is now paid for. I know I get asked all the time. The Supernatural baby, she's paid for. Hold on one second. She's paid for. So it's pretty much done anyway. He'll get it out here whenever he wants. I told him don't worry about it. It's still cold. It's still winter time. He don't have a place to put it. I ain't gonna let that go to waste. You know what I'm saying? So she's been messing with this. There's more to do to that. That'll be coming up later on. I have some hardwood stuff to do in there. Not hardwood, hardboard. You call it hardboard. Hardboard. Audio. It's all ordered. So thanks for watching this week. I know my content's like all over the place, but I do what needs to be done so that way I can build the stuff I have. So I do need to get back on the 47 when I have time. And from that point, you know, everything will be gravy. But that's it for this week. Remember, always like, share, and subscribe.